DVD Era TV back at y'all with another one. Today we gonna talk about the fight between Ja Rule and Busta Rhymes at the 2003 Grammys. Now let's get into it.
Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy. I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you check the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys
Yep.
before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos.
Now for this video, I'm not even gonna do it structured like how I usually do it, breaking everything down, explaining everybody in a documentary format. I'm just gonna get right into it real dirty. Now, one of my supporters brought this story to me, and it brought me back to being like in 11th, 12th grade. And around that time, I was heavy into the DVDs and the whole mixtape circuit and the underground circuit of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And this is one of these stories that I do remember. Now, I did remember around the time that Busta Rhymes and Ja Rule got into some kind of altercation. Now, problems with Ja Rule and Busta Rhymes stems from the whole G Unit versus Murder Inc. thing. Basically, when 50 came out and he was hot, Busta Rhymes was rocking with him, and Ja wasn't jacking him. I do want to say this. It was a 50 Cent and G Unit mixtape, and on that mixtape, it had a skit where they was dissing Ja Rule, you know what I mean? And they had a dude singing like, "What would I be without you?" Calling him the Cookie Monster. And you know, the guy kind of sound like Ja Rule, really sound like him. And come to find out, they say it was Busta Rhymes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I did read an article, and in this article it said Busta Rhymes' son told him that Ja Rule was dissing him. And you know, Busta Rhymes is like, "Yo, why Ja dissing me?" And supposedly that's the reason why he did the Hail Mary record with Eminem and 50 getting that Ja Rule, because Ja Rule dissed him first. But now I'm trying to figure out what came first. Him making a skit with G Unit dissing Ja Rule, or, you know, Ja Rule dissing him first. I guess that would be the Loose Change record or whatever. Get in that comment section if you know the order of everything, and let me know. Get in that comment section. Now, I did find a whole article on the beef between Ja Rule and Busta Rhymes at the Grammys in 2003, and it says, Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel's bickering at the Grammys, whoever that is, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Anyway, bickering at the Grammys was nothing compared to the backstage beef between Busta Rhymes and Ja Rule. This was only 2 days after Busta Rhymes' GMC Suburban was shot up outside his Chelsea management company. No one was in the car at the time. An insider tell us about 4 hours before showtime, one of their publicists called and asked, please keep Ja Rule and Busta Rhymes separated. At this point, their dressing rooms was next to each other, so that had to be completely reworked, like the floor plan of the dressing rooms and their arrival times at the red carpet. Our tipster says in the reports that they were getting that they had to be separated because they had been in a gunfight. So let's stop it right there. Now, supposedly, prior to the Grammys, they had a gunfight, and a tipster or whatever told them that. Now, they did say 2 days prior, Busta Rhymes' SUV got shot up. So that could be the situation. They probably, you know, gotten a little bang out. Like I tell y'all, man, stop thinking these things wasn't happening. The same way these things are happening now, it used to happen back then. But back then it wasn't that much social media, so you ain't know about things. You just heard the whispers. Now let's keep it going. It says, things really got surreal. Our sources reports. When Ja Rule posse showed up dressed in fatigues, I don't know if it was a symbolic thing, but it was weird and people were scared. Busta Rhymes rep insists the changes had nothing to do with security. It was a space issue, she says, because Rhymes was bringing 12 people and Ja Rule had 15 people with him. Now, let me make this clear before I move on. Busta Rhymes used to have some heavy hitters rolling with him. And, you know, Ja Rule had some heavy hitters rolling with him. So, them getting in a shootout before the Grammys is not far-fetched. You know, the whole beef was going on with Murder Inc. and G Unit, which was kind of serious, and Busta Rhymes chose his side of being on, you know, G Unit's side. Well, you know, I don't believe everything I hear or read, so them having a gunfight could be true, and it could not be true. What y'all think? Get in the comment section. Let me know if you think it's true or you think it's cap or if you remember this happening. I said happening. I meant happening. But anyway, like I said, I'm keeping it dirty and uncut today. Let's get into another article on this situation. Now, this article is from rapdirt.com, and it said Ashton Kutcher explained the Britney Spears punk prank to Access Hollywood. He says the reason they couldn't prank Busta Rhymes was because rapper had got into a fight with Ja Rule at the BET Awards. See, now let's go from the Grammy to the BET Awards. I don't know if they know what they talking about. And Sean P. Diddy Combs had actually tipped him off when he arrived, and they didn't tell him about it. He knew something was up. See, now I'm thinking it's cap because this story getting changed too much. They went from the BET Awards to the Grammy Awards. They keep switching, and I don't know. Maybe they got it in that all them awards. Maybe it was on site with them. That's why they wanted, when they came to the Grammys, for them to separate them. Maybe they was getting it on. Like I said, we wouldn't know because it wasn't too many reports then. It wasn't social media and YouTube like that then. So maybe they was getting it on. But I know it definitely was an altercation between these two over the whole G Unit and Murder Inc. beef. And not only over the G Unit beef, if that makes sense. Irv and Ja had a problem with Chris Lighty because he was the manager of 50 Cent. And you know, Busta Rhymes was OVAD violator at that time too. And it was another shooting too, I forgot to mention. Yeah, another shooting at Violator. So on January 16th, 2 weeks after the raid at Murder Inc., someone rode an elevator to the 11th floor of another hip-hop office, Violator Records Management, which represented 50 Cent, and fired at least 6 shots to the plate glass window at the reception area. This wasn't a rap video. It was real bullets from a real gun. Now, 50 spoke on this situation in his 2003 freestyle at Funk Flex with G Unit. And he said, Chris Cole said, 50, you got dudes shooting at my staff. I told them dudes soft, man. They meant to hit the glass. So for whatever that's worth, I mean, maybe these situations connected, maybe not. But anyway, more exclusive content coming. Tell a friend about my page if y'all feeling this content. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. 1.